Hey dudes, it's Bree, and if you're new, I do art commentary and just art content in general, so if that's what you like, consider subscribing. So I had noticed this trend picking up recently, which is the Pinterest pixel trend, or the draw what you see trend. I actually saw it way before it was trending, but never tried it, and now that I think about it, Pinterest has a lot of challenges I haven't tried, so maybe I could do more in the future since there's a lot. And I also saw a video back at the beginning of April made by the user Yaz, and they're what originally inspired me to make this video, and I added it to a list of video ideas, and I never touched it until now, so I want to give thanks and credits to them since I probably wouldn't have made this video without them originally. Anyway, after I saw that video, it ended up popping back a week or two later on my recommended feed on YouTube, which reminded me that I had it saved in the abyss of ideas that I have not touched at all. So I pulled out my iPad and decided I need to finally actually do the challenge. But if you're unaware, basically the challenge starts off as going on Pinterest and searching draw what you see, and a bunch of pixelated drawings should pop up. So that's what I did, and I picked out 2 for this video. During this video, I'm just going to go over what I see, then the process, then take a look at some of the other drawings people saw. But let's get to that first drawing, shall we? When I first saw this challenge, I was really intrigued, and I think it's an amazing challenge that'll really help your creativity, especially when you don't have any at the moment, that you're just trying to pump out something and you don't know what to draw. I feel like these challenges are really fun, and I do recommend them because it kind of gets you thinking a lot, and then you kind of just like let your imagination do the rest, and then you make your own piece. And sometimes you get lucky, and in the comment sections you'll find the original piece and you can compare them, which is actually what I'm going to do in this video if I find the originals. For this first one, I chose this picture, and I instantly thought about a girl laying on the floor with her hand dramatically on her head like a damsel in distress. Literally me when my digital drawing pen dies. Within the blue hair that I saw, I also could kind of see what kind of looked like vines to me, so I ran with the concept since vines intertwined with the hair just sounded like a really interesting concept. I also kind of just saw the other hand next to her, so just kind of resting there, so I added that too. I also saw her in like a dark blue dress, and she had the kind of this yellowish skin and like a white background. So I kind of imagined her like laying on a bed dramatically with her hand over her head. And for the drawing process, when I got to drawing, I briefly sketched over the pixelated drawing to kind of see the concept that I had in mind to see if it fit well, then created another sketch, and I pretty much just went through my usual art process. A lot of people say how I do my art process is strange, since I kind of just start with the rendering most times, and I don't have like a flat drawing, and I do things like one by one, but I feel like I'm definitely not the only one who does this, so who else does this? This drawing was pretty fun and not that hard. Honestly, the hardest part was definitely the vines, since plants are so annoying for me. Like, you will not catch me drawing plants unless absolutely necessary, like for this challenge. So I kind of just messed with the liquify tool for their shapes because I honestly don't know how to shape vines of all things. They're just hard as trees for me because I don't know how to shape trees either. And since the background, like I said, was kind of this white, I made her laying on a sheet. I absolutely love the color scheme, and it was super fun to work with because, as you know, you guys probably noticed, I love like funky colors when I'm doing art. It's just so much fun to work with. And after I finished the drawing, I opened up the comments to the original pixelated drawing on Pinterest and decided to see what others thought. And I actually enjoyed going through the comment section because I love seeing all the different perspectives because a lot of them were super different than mine. Like, some people had similar concepts to mine, but there were a lot that I was like, huh, I never saw that, but okay. Like, here's a few. A blue reindeer, a dragon. Kokichi and Suichi from Danganronpa. And handsome Squidward? And amongst the comments, I found the original piece. And hey, I was actually kind of close. I'm surprised. The only big thing I'm missing is the second head. The original drawing is so pretty, and I absolutely adore the concept and art style. But I closed the canvas and moved on to my next and last drawing. So repeating the same process as last time, I just examined the drawing, and right off the bat, I saw 3 girls sitting next to each other, and it kind of gave these magical girl pose vibes. The girl on the left seems like a blonde girl with a blue dress with something purple on it. I was actually stuck on that for a while because what could it be? I also saw long white socks, and I think her hair is in a bun, and I also think she's standing on one leg like a cutesy pose. The middle girl seemed to have long pink hair that kind of looks like it's wrapping around the girl on the right and flowing in the middle. She also appears to have those long white socks also, but also a pink dress, and her hair is not only in a ponytail but on her shoulders. It was hard figuring out the top for her though, since I didn't really see it. And last I took a look on the girl on the right, and it seems like she has black hair, a beanie, a gray shirt, lighter gray pants, along with boots. It seems she has her hands in her pockets, and she's kind of like the Adam Sandler of the group, and it's honestly relatable, since her friends seem to be dressing up all fancy, and she kind of looks like she's just grabbed whatever she had on and ran out the door, and I love her for that. She's literally me. No joke, I either dress extremely extra or just Adam Sandler. Like, seriously, one day I could have a full face of makeup, a nice black dress, boots, and a bunch of accessories, and then the next day I look like I got my pajamas and walked out the house with no sleep and no will to live. But anyway, I need to stop these unrelated DApp sessions. Ha! Just kidding, I'll never stop yapping. So like the last drawing, I traced over the pixelated piece, then made another more detailed sketch, and I actually made 3 different sketches for this one before making the line art. Honestly, I could have just done like 2 sketches, then the line art. But, you know, I don't know why I did that. Sometimes I take the unnecessarily long route, and I don't know why, but, you know, that's just how it is. But anyway, since there were 3 characters, I got lazy and decided to just not render the piece. What? Don't judge me, I ain't doing all that today. I was tired. But anyway, I wanted to give the middle girl this long, fluffy hair that's like a big blanket and a cute necklace. I turned that purple thing on the left girl's dress into a big flower after like 5 minutes of staring at my iPad in confusion trying to figure out what the heck that thing was. The pixels were just too big to be able to tell. It's definitely not a flower, it just looks so out of place, but hey, maybe it is and it's just a skill issue on my part. But whatever. They honestly remind me of the Powerpuff Girls, and honestly their colors are pretty similar. And yes, the background in the original drawing is white, but you know, I'm just extra and I made it pink with sparkles. So sue me. Nobody could take my sparkles. You could try, but I'll not let go of it, so ha! Honestly, I love this drawing, and like last time, I opened up the original comments to try and see the other guesses. Some of the guesses were Mangle from Five Nights at Freddy's, Mommy Longlegs, Jojo Siwa, Cinderella, and Wednesday. What a combo. There were a lot of interesting guesses, and I tried to see if anyone found the original drawing, but no luck. If you have it, I'd love to see how accurate it was, though. This one was definitely my favorite and the most fun to draw, despite having to draw 3 different characters, which can be tiring, but you know, I enjoyed it, so that's what matters. I think it turned out great, but which one was your favorite? But yeah, that's it for today. Here are the drawings one more time. This was a super fun drawing challenge, and I really recommend it. Also, no need to credit me for the ideas, since a lot of people ask permission to use my video ideas, and I say always, always, always just go for it. I don't own the ideas, and even if I had any original ideas, I literally don't care if you use them. Just make sure to have fun, and yeah, I totally recommend trying this and any other challenges I try. Remember to comment down your thoughts, and if you have any future video ideas, go ahead and comment them. Thank you so much for watching, and again, if you like this video, consider subscribing. Your support means a lot, even if it's just clicking on this video. And with that, here are today's brush codes, and remember to love your art, love others, and love yourselves. Bye!